So we're just standing here in the entryway. We have this coat rack. This coat rack I did not install. I'm actually renting this unit. So this was already here when I rented this, started living here last year. And at first I didn't like it. Like I didn't like how it looked. I just thought it was so random, but I love it now. So I'll show you guys my running shoes later. There's a whole thing, like I'm training for like a 30-mile run, all this stuff. But what I love about it is after my runs, I'll take out the soles, because the soles like are sweaty and they probably smell if I didn't take them out. But I'll hang them up here and I'll hang the shoes out here for hours until like they're all dried up and it's all good. So I love this thing. This is the closet. I talked a little bit about my running shoes, how I'm training for a big run. These are them right now. I do have 2 pairs of basketball shoes. Barely used them this year just because, like I said, we're in a pandemic, but hopefully we get to use them soon. These are my outdoor shoes, indoor shoes. I like them, keep my ankles protected. I did not play football in high school. I wish I did. I got an offer from the coach to play starting wide receiver. I turned it down. I was really into basketball. I didn't want to get hurt. So that's why I didn't play in high school. But post high school, we did a few flag football leagues with our friends. And just played for fun sometimes at the park. So eventually I invested in some cleats, and these are pretty sweet. I love these. A pair of old school Vans, pretty basic. These are like my special edition chanelas right here, straight from the Philippines. You can tell they're brand new. They're not brand new. They're super dirty. But yeah, I got them in 3 colorways. I'll show them right now. I think these are all the colorways they have, first of all, but I got them all. Got blue, yellow, red. I just talked a little bit about my running. Training for a 30-miler in a few weeks for my birthday. But for that, we've been kind of simulating the route, and we've been running super early just to kind of be mindful of road traffic and stuff like that. We've been running at like 4 a.m., 3 a.m. So I've been wearing this. I bought this for that reason. I don't work construction. But this is why I have this, is because I wear it for those super early runs. A couple Kobe jerseys, always gotta have these. And then a couple Jordan jerseys, to go to my opinion. Just shirts, just long sleeves, dress shirts, a couple flannels, some jackets, suits. I'm not a suit person, I probably should be. I'm getting up there in age, it's just something that's never interested me. But these are just really from weddings I was a part of, so that's why I have suits. Not because I'm really into it. I'm not super fancy like that. I actually like to dress down. Pretty dressed down right now. But yeah, I have a few suits from the weddings I've been in. Me and my brother, I have one brother, my older brother, my kuya. We used to collect, not really magic cards. I kind of just put the rare ones in. We used to play Magic, The Gathering. We got a few of the rare ones up in here, or good cards. But the funny thing that we still have, or I have, from the both of us, is our collection of the original Pokemon cards, and they're all right here. Yeah, I never got a Venusaur, never got a Charizard, never got a Blastoise. Kind of wish we had those. But yeah, all the OG ones are right here. You can see a few are missing. I don't even know what goes here. Oh, Pikachu, Raichu. We never got a Raichu, sadly. Yeah, just kind of go through, but we got some holographics. Holographic Nidoking. What else do we got? I don't know. We just got some rare stuff. Oh, this is like my first time looking at this in a long time, so it's kind of cool. Oh, the whatever, the legendary birds, huh? And then these are just promos. I remember we always wanted the Mewtwo's too, but these were just promos, so these aren't even the real Mewtwo's, sadly, but we keep the promos anyways. And then yeah, and then you go to the back, and this is a trip also. We used to also collect these basketball cards. Kind of have some DJ stuff in here. It's just something I do for fun. It's a hobby. I have friends, actually my older brother, my kuya, he's actually pretty good himself. The rest of us, we kind of just dabble, just for fun. This is like a really small mod, like device. Let me pull it out real quick. By Newmark, this is sweet. Like, as you can see, easy to throw in the backpack, all that stuff. So if you really just, you want some music, you're hanging out with friends, we could just pull up with our MacBook, with our laptops, with this stuff, and make it really easy rather than carrying around a big, I don't even know what they're called, a big deck, I think is what it's called. This is just other stuff, so yeah, this is just DJ related stuff. Sweet. So I have a Game Boy Color. I remember getting this for Christmas dude, I don't even know how old I was. I think I was in 3rd grade, 3rd or 4th grade, whatever age that is. But me, my brother and I each got one. His was like a clear purplish color. Continuation of that closet theme, Pokemon again. But yeah, so I have this, it still works. Pretty cool. Kind of continuing with that theme from earlier as well, if I could get it out. Yeah, hit us up, at me, whatever you need. Got the deck on deck. We're ready to play some Pokemon. Got a Pokemon deck right here. And then we got a Magic deck ready to go. If you try and play some Magic the Gathering, I'm ready. I probably don't even play correctly, so I'm actually not that ready. What is this? I think just more cards. Yeah, I think this is just another deck I built, like a fire deck, a Fire Plains deck. Yup, okay. Money, and then yeah, these are just other games. If you're drinking with friends, these are fun. This one I also saw on YouTube. I actually haven't played it yet, but I have it. This one I also saw online. Never played it yet. This though, if you never played DC, it's a deck building game. I'm not into comics. I'm not very into DC or Marvel, all that stuff. One of my best friends put me onto this game. Not just me, but our group of friends. My brother bought this for my birthday a few years ago. But the reason why we even know about this is because of our boy. So yeah, this is really fun. If you don't know about it, even if you're not into comics like me, it's a really fun game to play with friends. These things right here, these are, I don't know what you call them, pull-up devices, something like that. I bought these recently. I bought these like over the summer, so a few months ago, because the gyms were closed down because of the pandemic. But they're great. Like, they've never broke on me. I've never fell. I think when I first got them, I was like so nervous that I was gonna fall. But these are cool. If you're wondering what brand they are J-Flex Fitness. They're just reliable. I like them. So let's see if I can do one. Yeah, I'm maxed out. We got this. So I do this once a month. I'm relatively young. I'm 29, turning 30, but I think it's important for us to start checking this stuff. Understand your cholesterol levels, your blood pressure, all that stuff. So, and your body composition, really important. Whether you're like super into fitness or not, you should do it. And these things aren't very expensive. They're relatively cheap. It's an investment. It's a one-time payment usually. So, get you one. Got some cologne. I barely wear cologne, but when I do, this is what I got. It's Tom Ford. Thank you to my sister-in-law. She bought this for me for Christmas last year. This I bought myself. It's like a little, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's like a little Aesop stick, Marrakesh Intense. I like it. It's like an earthy, kind of like, I just like it. I like the smell. Kind of piney smell, in my opinion. This is where I hang out. I try not to be on my bed too much until it's time to sleep or take a nap or something. But yeah, this is where I hang out. I sit right here, eat, I watch TV, whatever. The greatest thing about this unit is this view and the natural light that we get. So right now we're kind of overlooking the I-5 freeway. It's running north and south this way. And then if you peek all the way down here, you get a view of the ocean. Basically see Little Italy, all that stuff, the harbor, if you really peek down this way. And if you peek that way, it's Balboa Park. So you can see the tower and the dome from Balboa Park right here. And at night it's lit up, so it's sweet. So I'm like in bed, or if I'm chilling on the couch, like I just look over at night, like that's lit up all different colors, constantly changing colors, so it's beautiful. Yeah, so I'm just really thankful for this view. Oh, plus every like 15 minutes or so, a plane will fly by. So I get these airplane views too. I'm actually moving out pretty soon. At the end of this month, I'm moving out. I have a new place. Maybe we'll do a home tour there too. I don't know. But for that fact, I'll show you the fridge, I'll show you the cabinets. It's all pretty empty right now, but it's for that reason. I don't really want to stock up on food when I know I'm not gonna be here for that much longer. Soy sauce, sesame oil, olive oil. Got a blender. I use this literally every day. You'll see what I use it for. I'll show you, it's in the fridge. So usually post-workout, I'll have a protein shake with this stuff I'll show you in the fridge, but this stuff as well. So the dry ingredients are just like rolled oats, chia seeds, flaxseed powder, and then cocoa powder. Oh, almost fell. These are for my longer runs, so I don't usually do these for my short runs, but for example, I'm doing that 30 miler in a few weeks, so I'm probably gonna do one 30 minutes before I start. Probably do a second one at 10 miles, a third one at 20 miles. So for example, when I do long runs, I'll do something similar to that. So these are great goo gels. We got salt sticks up in here, also good for endurance training. If you don't know, your electrolytes are basically just salts. So yeah, salts. You get full electrolyte profile. Just random stuff, random spices, crushed pepper, black pepper, salt, sea salt, turmeric. Got some Flavor God up in here. I know Flavor God. Some people use this too. Really good stuff. It's low in sodium, that's why people like it. For endurance training though, it doesn't really matter. I actually want salts. Got some honey. This is where I keep my stuff if you ever want to rob me, but I am moving in 2 weeks, so it's gonna be different, so it doesn't matter. But my wallet's up here, keep my keys up here, Bluetooth speakers, wireless speakers. This is my watch for running. It's a Garmin Phoenix 5 Plus Sapphire. I love it. It's like indestructible. Yeah, and it always stays clean. Like it's pretty sweet. Yeah, just got some other stuff back there. 4 Cocky sesame seeds. So we got ice cream. This one I've actually never had, but there's a spot nearby North Park that sells this same exact flavor. But what I try to do now when I buy ice cream or anything like that, I try to go non-dairy. I just find that my body feels better. I'm not lactose intolerant. I know a lot of people are. I might be, who knows, actually I might be. I don't think I am. I just know I feel a lot better when I eat non-dairy. So this is a non-dairy strawberry flavored ice cream. I haven't had this one in particular. Had something similar. Pretty sure it's gonna be good when I open it up. This one though, I always buy this flavor. This one is so good. It's Trader Joe's. It's a chocolate non-dairy frozen dessert made with coconut milk. It's so good. I always buy this. Recommend this one. Pretty much it. Got some ice cubes. Protein powder up top. This brand is Sun Warrior. I actually have this one that I just ran out. I just bought this one this week. I just finished this one. It took me like a few weeks to finish this one. And the only reason why I have these is not because I'm like some Sun Warrior like beast or like advocate or whatever. Like if you know me or you've been around me the past few years, you know that a couple years ago on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, I went online and I bought these 4, so these are usually like 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds, these like smaller tubs. And if you see the big tubs of protein, those are like 4 pounds. Yeah, I bought like 10 of these 4-pound tubs of protein by this brand called SAN Raw Fusion. And not so much that I want to plug them, but like, yeah, dude, that lasted me like 2 years. I didn't buy protein until literally last month. This is the first time I'm buying protein in like 2 years. And I'm probably gonna do that again. So Cyber Monday, all that, it's a couple weeks away. Probably gonna buy like 10 4-pound tubs of whatever's cheap because they're awesome. These are also plant-based. The Raw Fusion 4-pounders I'm talking about are also plant-based. Same kind of reason as the ice cream. It just feels better when I'm not drinking a bunch of whey or casein, dairy. It just feels better. I just feel lighter. My digestive system feels like it digested better. So I am an advocate for all of the non-dairy stuff. Plus sustainability, right? Juice, I have juice. As you can see, I mean, I guess you wouldn't know if I didn't tell you, but I've literally had these for like 3 months, maybe 2 or 3 months. Like I barely drink juice. I only drink it when I have a craving for some reason. But I love water. Like water makes me literally feel good. Told you guys I've been running a lot. When I don't run, I try to lift weights. I just feel so much more hydrated drinking water. Like if I was like drinking soda or juice, I just wouldn't feel very good about my body. Like I'm already beat up from my exercising, and then to not hydrate properly, I just feel like I wouldn't feel as great. Bananas. So this is what goes in my protein shakes. I'll show you guys. So it's all that dry stuff, scoop of protein powder. But usually, so you're here kind of at the end of the week, but usually I'll have a fridge. So I do my groceries usually Thursday or Friday, depending on my schedule for that week. But if you came here like early in the week, this would be stocked up with a bunch of these. But right now we just have 2. Celery, blueberries. At the bottom is a bed of kale and a bed of spinach. So it's kale, spinach, celery, blueberries. All those dry ingredients: flaxseed powder, chia seed, oats, cocoa powder, and then plant-based protein. Gatorade, again, I'm not big on juice. I'm not big on any of that stuff, but since I have been doing a lot of endurance training, I'll drink this afterwards just so I could replenish a lot quicker. Electrolytes and sugar. So I have that. Bananas also go in my protein drink. This is what these are for. That's why there's 2 and 2. I have to go groceries probably today or tomorrow. Continue on with the theme, non-dairy, just feel a lot better. Sustainability, all that good stuff. You got a Brita filter right here. And then if you just swing over here, this is kind of like my guide. You probably see all this stuff right here, but this is kind of like my guide for all my trash bins. So basically what goes where. Print it out. I don't know where you guys live. Here in San Diego, I just go on the city's website, print this out, stick it on your fridge. Really easy to help you remember what goes where, or you don't even have to remember, you just look at this. So yeah, recycling, trash, compost, hazardous waste, return to retailer, stuff you want to donate. So I just have it up here so I don't have to like remember all this info. But yeah, so this is, I love this area. It was an investment. It did not come with the unit. When people come over, they always think it came with the unit. It did not. It is something I bought on my own. I just thought it would be smart to buy something like this. It would keep me accountable, separating my waste, trying to help the environment as much as possible, be more sustainable. I'm definitely not an expert on any of this. I am constantly learning, always open to learn. If anyone knows any more than me, please let me know. But yeah, I bought 3 separate ones, one for landfill. So this is basically anything that doesn't go in here, goes in here. Mixed recycling, so I'll put aluminum cans, glass bottles, paper, like paper bags, or even if something gets shipped in like a paper packaging, it'll go in here. What else? Yeah, just kind of mixed recycling. Plastic bottles, like the Gatorade bottle, it'll go in here. And then compost, I was using for a little bit, but I quickly realized living in a studio and trying to keep my own compost was terrible. Like, it just got really fly up in here, like a bunch of flies. And it didn't smell good. It didn't smell terrible. It kind of smelled like organic waste, so it smelled kind of fruity. But yeah, it just wasn't a good look, and I just knew it probably, like, I don't know, the CO2 coming off it was probably not good for me. I don't know, but I do keep it as storage instead, so it's pretty empty. I just keep some eco bricks in here though, so I'm still learning very much more about eco bricks. But basically anything small that's plastic, you don't want to necessarily throw it in your recycling because it'll just get stuck in the machines at the recycling center. They actually recommend you to just throw it in the trash for that reason. Or you could start eco bricking, which is just one of those juice containers earlier, one of the empty ones. I just basically put small plastics in here. So like, we could even take a tour of this eco brick. Like, there's some candy wrappers in here. This is a floss container that I cut up and put in here. What else? This is like packaging straps, the stuff when you get packaging. This is the top of that oat milk. This is one of the tops. Yeah, there's just random stuff in here. This is like, oh, this is one of the goo gels. Like one of those goo gels I showed you earlier. Put it in here. But yeah, just mixed plastics that are too small to go in your recycling and would otherwise go in your landfill. Put it in this instead. You could build stuff with them if you Google or search on YouTube. You can see how people build stuff. Or I just also think it'd just be smart. Like, imagine if our landfill was like just filled with these instead of a bunch of loose plastics. Like, I think it'd be really cool if this is all you saw at the landfill. It'd be pretty neat. Like, things would be really clean. Probably cut down on a bunch of pollution. So I love it. So this is great. That's the studio. That's where I currently live. I am moving out in a few weeks. I just thought it was important, not important, but it was important to me to capture this space somewhere where I've lived for the past a little bit over a year. I'm basically moving out because the owner of the unit's trying to sell it. Otherwise, I would just renew my lease. I just wanted to capture this space, this little piece of my life, and we will see you in the next video.